Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the High School Blitz. I'm Rick Cantu, joined by Thomas T.J. Jones. And Thomas, let's look ahead. Starting Thursday night, we've got a really good one. Stony Point at Hendrickson. A little history between those two teams, but this should be a good one.
Yeah, big game in District 13 6A. Cedar Ridge looks like the class of that district, but these two guys are probably battling for second place in that district. They both score a lot of points. I mean, Hendrickson's averaging 41.5 games in district, 41.5 points per game in district, and Stony Point's averaging 46.3 points in district, so it's going to be a lot of points. I do like Stony Point's quarterback duo of Donovan Rybacek and Zach Rangel, but the Hendrickson defense, with one of the best secondaries in the area, Tobias Harris at cornerback, Clayton Perrin at safety, I think Hendrickson plays a little bit better defense. I think Hendrickson wins. I
think Stony Point wins, but not for the reasons that you just said that they're going to lose. But last year, 14-13, Hendrickson wins. So Stony Point's got a little bit of motivation there. Stony Point, if you take out the forfeits, they're 6-2 this year. They're a good 6-2. They've played good teams. They've played solid teams. They've got a good run-pass balance. I'm going to go with Stony Point.
I guarantee there'll be more points Thursday than there were last year, 27 total.
Absolutely. San Marcos at Manor. That's another intrigue game.
Yeah, this is another game with playoff ramifications in District 14 6A. Now, Manor raised some eyebrows last week when they took Bowie to overtime before losing, and they really have a nice 1-2 punch on offense. Taj Brooks at running back, Courtney Partridge-Lee at quarterback. They have Ochon Mathis, who's going to TCU. They have Jeremy Fowler. You might remember his brother played for Texas briefly, Eric Fowler. But San Marcos, Prudencio Calderon at quarterback, Jamon Johnson at running back. A lot of balance, a lot of depth. They get after it on defense. I think San Marcos gets the road win.
I think this is like the first game. I think there will be a lot of points scored. I think the first 1-40 wins. I think the first 1-40 is going to be San Marcos behind Prudencio Calderon, as you say. I'm going with San Marcos, and it's not an upset. It's almost a toss-up game. But
yeah, two good playoff teams.
Absolutely. Eastview at Elgin, the Big E's.
Yeah, and again, now we're in District 19 5A, and again, this game has so much playoff implications. Look, Georgetown, Cedar Park, and Hutto are all going to make the playoffs in that district. But in that fourth spot, Eastview, Elgin, Bastrop, Rouse, and I think I'm leaving someone else out. They all have 2 wins. So this is a really big game. Elgin runs the ball. Michael Joseph, Jerome Ray, they had 266 yards on 23 carries and a win over Bastrop last week. Now, Eastview can score points too. Zion Hester at running back is a very good player. I like Eastview to get this win because I think their offense is a little more explosive than Elgin's, but it'll be tight.
I like the way Elgin came back last week with a big 42-14 win over Bastrop. I'm going to pick Elgin to win. They are the home team in this case. You mentioned Zion Hester. Remember his brother Apollo? Oh man, was that a tandem of brothers in that family?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to go with Elgin. I like the home field advantage, and they're due to win. Liberty Hill, Burnet, the old backroom brawl.
Yeah, the Highway 21 battle. Renewed again.
Who do you like?
I like Liberty Hill, and mainly because Jeff Walker, first-year coach, former OC at Liberty Hill, replaced our man Jerry Vance. And that slot T they're running, they're averaging 450 yards rushing a game. They're still moving the ball on the ground. Now, defensively, they're giving up over 30 a game, Liberty Hill is. So the Panthers' D isn't maybe as good as we've seen, but that offense is a machine. And Burnet, Coach Jones, is doing a great job out there. He has a young team, a lot of rebuilding. They lost a lot of starters. And they're struggling a little bit. That's why I like Liberty Hill in this game. But that rivalry game is never easy.
No, never is. And those two teams, they don't like each other. And the thing about that game is the stands are packed about an hour before the game. I've never seen anything like it. They packed the Palace at Parmer a few years ago for a playoff game. I thought, am I late? No, I got there an hour early.
If you're a neutral fan, get out there by 5:30.
Oh my God, it is.
You know, it's going to be sold out.
Absolutely. I'm going to go with my friends from Liberty Hill. Too much run. Hunter Onken. Remember that name. Hunter Onken is going to be a big-time player in this game. Senior. He averages almost 200 yards a game. I like Liberty Hill by maybe 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That'll do us for another edition of the High School Blitz, brought to you by the American-Statesman. For Thomas T.J. Jones, I'm Rick Cantu, and like we always like to say, we'll meet you at the stadium.